go. Boys and girls, bring it in today. Monday, May 4th. We are officially in May. Month number 5 of 2026. Can you believe it? Let's get this camera a little bit over there. Let's expand that boy a little bit. There, ready. I got so much to talk about, it's crazy. I got so much to talk about, it's crazy. I got so much to talk about. Boys and girls, let's turn this music down a little bit. Let's turn it down a little bit. Let's turn this down a little bit. Let's get this in the background. Let's get that energy up. Let's get that smiling. Let's get that gratitude. We are vertical on another beautiful day on planet Earth. Beautiful day on planet Earth. Welcome in, boys and girls. We have a huge show. This is my YouTube homepage. We got our boy out here just banging around for day 172, which is kind of incredible. That is clearly into the you're hitting up the 6-month mark, but I gotta say, I have been logged into the algorithm of vibe coders. So I've seen them all. I've seen probably 10. Not a lot. It's not all that's on YouTube. I understand. I'm one of the 10. However, Real Tracks dropping it into the chat. I'm telling you right now, okay? We are officially on the YouTube algorithms. Let's turn that music down a little bit so I can hear myself talk. We are officially on the YouTube algorithms, and I'll tell you right now, it's the vibe coding algorithms. For 10 years, I was a personal development guy, hardcore atheist, personal development guy. Let's get optimized. That's all I was. Optimization. Look at Theo Vaughn down here. Oh my goodness. Hockey's in full swing. Then I went into religious content, and now I'm into vibe coding, and I'm gonna tell you right now, once I start getting these comments, that's when you know you're on the algorithm. Isn't vibe coding using AI? Are you a real developer? No, sir, I am not. I am not a real developer, hence vibe coding. Hence vibe coding, okay? Vibe coding means speak to code. Speak to code. Okay, that isn't coding. I'm not a real developer. I've never claimed, I will never claim it. I am a vibe coder, okay? I'm creating, and here we go. Stumbled upon this video randomly. You are the first guy I've actually seen attempting to vibe code real products and not glorified to-do apps. Subbed. Hope to catch you live sometime. Thank you, the Snailinator. Listen, I'm telling you right now, that is the only thing I've been seeing since January. That's all I've been seeing. Look at this thing that I built, and it's really cool. Okay, what do you do with it? What do you do? How do you, what do you do with it? Like, how is that making your life better? That's the thing, is you have this gentleman, and I'll keep on going. Get it, Charles. I love your attitude. I love to have a beer with you. That's not happening, but thank you very much. Don't let the haters get you down. Well, on Thursday, I felt like quitting. It was either Wednesday. I felt like quitting and not doing this at all, okay? So you're another AI rapper. Also, you say hand-built, but it's all made by AI. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, my gosh. J.O. Taco 2924. You're right. I didn't hand-built any of this. I'm the idea guy. I'm the idea guy. I'm the business guy. I am not this guy on the left side who recently went into a Tesla and vibe coded. He inspired me to do this. So I can't, but that's not me. My whole thing is building the thing you've always wanted to build. I am not a developer. I am not wrapping AI around OpenClaw or Paperclip or taking it from GitHub and then doing my own thing with it. Are there things I use from GitHub? Yes. From India, I don't know, man. I like your vision. As a dev who's built 2 application startups using Cursor Claude Code, ended up unemployed and they went bankrupt. Well, listen, I gotta be honest. This rant is because there is uncertainty in the marketplace. I talked about this last week. There's a lot of news headlines up here. A lot of news headlines I got up here. Everything revolves around uncertainty. Spirit Airlines goes out of business. 100 and something thousand are laid off. Okay? There's a 10% hidden tax on Americans. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of people that don't know what to do. They don't understand AI. There's deep fakes going around. And all I am talking about in this is the best time to be an entrepreneur. That's it. This is the best time to be an entrepreneur. You can literally, where is it? 113,000. 113,000. Those are high-paying jobs. Those aren't service jobs. Those aren't manufacturing jobs, or manufacturing might be high-paying. Those aren't small jobs. Okay, 113 in tech is a lot. That's a lot of entrepreneurs that potentially could be what's going Igla, Q. Man, I'm just saying, back from the gym, I'm tweaking. I've been 600 megs of caffeine today. Oh my gosh, 600 megs of caffeine? How many bathroom runs have you had? Listen, we've hit an inflection point. I'm going to tell you right now. We've hit an inflection point. I'm always going to be open and honest and everything else. Let's go to analytics. Actually, let's go to content. Okay? I've been building this weekend and last week might have been the most that, here we go. Let's go to analytics of Friday. Look at these dismal numbers. Look at these dismal numbers. Okay? 500, 100, 100, 200. I'm looking at people that are just sitting there with no personality getting a lot more. However, this video right here on Friday where I didn't feel like going live, I was exhausted. I was in my conference room upstairs. Look at these analytics. Look what happened, okay? How much did you make money-wise? Okay, so that's the interesting part. So I go live, and it's sitting there like normal. One view, 3 views, 4 views, and then it notices, wait a minute, this guy is actually getting watch time. And then it goes, okay, let's open it to a little more, and then boom. It's not open claw hockey stick, okay? But I'm telling you right now, to have 600 views in the last 48 hours, that means YouTube. I know viral videos, okay? I know viral videos. Once you are plugged into the algorithm of YouTube and you continuously do that, you are now getting a potential run. We're only on day 19, okay? We're only on day 19. I'm going to be open and transparent at all times, and then YouTube just feeds it out a little bit more. Oh, wow, watch time. Feeds it out a little bit more. Ooh, watch time. And that's how it does. Now, today, it's going to say, this is the first time, by the way, I have not been bleeding subs because I have not done vibe coding. So my subs over the last 28, it even went up just 1. Look at this, last 90 days. It's all over the place, and then I started vibe coding right about here, and then the algorithm switched me, and then everyone's like, gone, bye. It's the first time we're seeing actual positivity. What am I building? How am I making money? Only like 600 megs was 2 servings. Huh, what is one of these? About quarter. All right, there's 3 types of vibe coders. There's the vibe coders that are doing it for content. In other words, they're saying, look at this crazy thing. I have 7,000 employees working for me. They all are paper clipping and they're all building stuff and they're all making me money, okay? Those people are doing it for content. And to be honest, they're losing a lot of people. I just went to someone's community. They had 350 about a month ago, and now they have 250. So people are like, okay, you're building worthless stuff. Then you have the people, I ask, why do you got 2 cams, bro? So you ask that question. That's the only reason, Tommy. Tommy G. Your name should be Tommy G, okay? It's not gonna be Tommy IP XYZ. No. Why do you have double Y cams? Why do you have double? Because I want to. Why is Jeff Bezos bald? Listen, the first type of vibe coders are building worthless stuff, and they're gonna be out of the marketplace. Because people are like, actually, you could build real stuff. Then you have the vibe coders that are vibe coding to be relevant in the AI model community. In other words, in GLM. Oh, I'm in Codex. I'm doing 5.5 today. I'm doing Opus 4.7. I'm going against each other. I'm doing Hermes Agent versus OpenClaw. Okay? Those are the other people that are like shock value on top of it, micro trends. Okay? Holy cow, there's a new model. I gotta vibe code with it. You know, the gentleman that got me into it, Bridgemind guy, he built a real product and people are paying for that real product. However, to go into a Tesla and then vibe code with Open or XAI, I would do it. You'd have to have 50 bands. You'd have to have 50 bands. And then you have people like me. I am building a real product that happens to also have areas. Here's a perfect example. So this is what we're building, boys and girls, okay? I did a huge build last week. I didn't do it. I understand. I talked it into existence, lower C creator, okay? This is what we're building, boys and girls. It's lovable, but there's 2 points to it. Lovable, you put it in, and then you manage it. You are the one managing it. That's not what we're building. We are building where this is going out to, and why am I saying this? Okay, let's start from the beginning. Dad joke. Jeff Bezos bald. Jeff Bezos is bald. Tommy Y. Tommy Y sounds like he's an Italian from South Jersey. That's all I have to say. Tommy Y is an Italian from South Jersey. Okay? The Irish and the Italians, we came here and we were called all bunch of names in the early 1900s. And then we came and we became firemen and police officers and garbage men. And meanwhile, everyone else was telling us, oh, here comes the hairy monkeys. That's what they called the Irish. That's what we called us. They had YouTube unfriendly names that I won't say. Why am I passionate about this? Because when you build it, and I did a huge push, here's Vibe Coding 101. 101. I said, I want you, this was a feature before, right here. Whenever I go live, I want there to be a button at the top that will be linked directly to the video. I click that, I go directly into my video. Then I said, when I'm live, I actually want you to bring in the video, play it, and unmute. Okay? And unmute. Why is that important? Because marketing is a big idea. Okay? This is my personal page. Everyone needs a personal page. Okay? Everyone needs a portfolio page, a showcase page, testimonials page, just a personal page. OwnYourOwn.com. It's $12 or $18 a year. It's $1 a month. That's it. What plans do you use for vibing? Igla. There's a very good hockey player that used to be called that. Canadian, mind you. So this is the idea. 17 years in real estate. I have always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Okay, forever. Age 12, whatever. This is the website. It brings in people who have no idea what AI is. They're pissed off that they're getting laid off. They're an entrepreneur and they don't know what this is. Like I brought in a conversation, okay? I brought in a conversation where it's a multi-tenant business in the back end, okay? That's what I was building over here. Then we're gonna go into here, we're gonna lay this one up. This is gonna be for implementing, here we go, that's for iCharles. And then there was something as well, modernizetheboatenston.com. No, this is what I'm saying. Entrepreneurs, no other entrepreneurs. Hairstylists, no other hairstylists. Real estate agents, no other real estate agents, etc., etc., etc. You get the example. I have been a business owner. I've been in personal development. I've spent well into the six figures on coaches, on training, on the personal development space. And I understand that there's a hamster wheel in the personal development space. However, there's no hamster wheel when it comes to entrepreneurs, business owners, solopreneurs, mind you. Not the Bezos, the Zucks. I'm talking about, I have 2 girlfriends, girl space friends. Okay, one's married, one's single. They're a friend. One is a dietitian who has clients, okay? She's using some website that she pays money towards, and then that website gets a cut of every time they process money. It's Stripe, but Stripe doesn't, it's like Stripe, but they take like 10%. I have another one. She has a workout client. She's a personal trainer at a local gym. She's not at like an Equinox where she's hired by Equinox. She's her own personal trainer. I have another buddy. He is a real estate agent who's spending $350 a month on a crappy website with blog and CMS capability, content management system, and email and whatever. I go to them, I DM them, and I say, hey, let's build something that you own on your Mac Mini. Let's build something that you own. You don't need to be holding. Why? This is so passionate to me because I've already went through this many times. I was spending money on Salesforce, $1,800 a year. Riverside, $400 a year. MailChimp, $400 a month. Squarespace, $20 a month. Opus, okay? I don't know, $300 a year, $250 a year, $15. All of this is software. That's it. I'm not a developer. I'm not security. I'm not a database architect. I am a vibe coder. I speak to this and I own it on my Mac Studio. And I want to inspire other people. Steal this idea. I don't really care. Steal it. You put in here, it goes through OpenRouter. OpenRouter spins up a proposal, and we're about to do it. We're about to connect it. This is live, connecting it to paid models. It's paid models now. I couldn't get away with free models. What I'm thinking is going to be about, I think it's at 65 cents a run. Okay, I understand everyone in the chat is going to be mad. I can't believe this. I need to wait 4 months till I got 1 month in your community. I need to wait 4 months to get 1 month in your community. I got like $10. Bro, it's free to join. It's free to join. The community's free to join. I have that as just marketing, okay? Join the community, come in, okay? It's not put together. That's what I vibe coded, okay? So this website is the personal website. It's gonna be a blog about what I'm learning while I'm vibe coding. It's gonna be a blog about the news. It's gonna be triathlons. It's gonna be faith. We're gonna get together in person. So this is what the weekend brought. We have the enter the community. Just come into the community. We have Real Tracks. Real Tracks finally got back into it. This is probably not a real number, so we have to work on that. This is the back end of, this is what I built over the weekend. Goals for today. I'm gonna have goals for today. I'm gonna have talking points. And by the way, OBS, obviously this is still not working, but I gotta be honest. Uh-oh, we got Russian. We got Russian. Today's goals. I copy the URL. I go down. I go into browser. This is obviously going to be infinite. So I go into browser. I put it in there. And I go, look at that. That is something. See this right here? See that right there? That Monday, May 4th? That was copied URL. You can now make, which people are like, oh, obviously, I didn't know this. You can make overlays while going live, while doing videos, while vibe coding. So when people say, what am I building? I have a copy URL right here. Let's put it into browser URL. Let's put it in, paste, and let's see what it says. I don't even know what it says. Setting up the stream. So obviously you have to have version 1. Version 1 is overlays. Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. The overlays are, okay. So it's just continuously going like that, because on Friday, I noticed that there is going to be a hockey stick moment where something goes viral that I do. Okay, I've seen it before, I've seen the videos, I've seen Instagram go viral, and you have to be ready for the viral moment. Right now, they're sending out my Friday stream. People are seeing the Friday stream. They need to come in here and they need to know, what is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? Okay, you have the personal website, which let's get over here. This is all vibe coded. The people that are mad, okay? So you have a debrief. This is something that brings in the news every single day. Does it look terrible? Yes. We're not going for design points right now. We need a minimal viable product. That's the thing. And I haven't worked out my personal website at all. So this is going to be just what is going on in the AI world. Then we're going to go to what is going in Charles's world. Then we're going to go faith. Then you got articles. Then the latest from the channel, latest from the Instagram. What are we building? What are we shipping? 2009, that's when I got into real estate. 2014, I founded my company. Projects in flight. This is the build. This is what we're working on today. You have an idea and you want to get it off the ground. I have a startup. Put it in there. I am in marketing. I'm a content creator. I sell real estate. I shoot photos, I have a boutique, I'm a coach, whatever. So they go in there, they put in their idea, and we're gonna connect this live. We're gonna put in my credit card, which is in my wallet right now. It's now out, and I'm gonna connect it to paid models and see what it produces, because the whole time it was failing. This whole thing is based on, I have an idea and I wanna build it. I don't wanna be beholden to people who don't care about my values. That's what it comes down to. Or you need inspiration, then here you go. I need to go back to church. Yes, you do. You need to go to confession first before you go to church. So this is going to be I had so many ideas over the weekend. It was crazy. All these people are relying on absolute crap software products. Crap. Terrible products. Okay? I showed this is what my barber uses, okay? He spends $265 a month for absolute trash. There are 8 steps. I have to sign in. I have to confirm my email. I have to select what I want. Then I have to select who I want. Then I have to select again what I want with who I want. Then Bro, I've been going to you for 5 years. Cookie my phone, cookie my website or my computer, and then just have me logged in. When I go to Gmail, I'm just in Gmail, okay? This thing is trash. I want to be able to go to the local Mexican restaurant and be like, you're spending money on OpenTable, you're spending money on Resi, whatever, for your reservations. You're spending all this money. You know how I got a discount on a place that did delivery? They said, you know what? I give 30% to all these like Uber Eats and all these places. I want you to come to my website. I'll give you 10% off every single order if you come through my website. Because he noticed that he was going to spend 30% by going to Uber Eats, by going to the other, I don't do food delivery anymore, but whatever the other food deliveries are. I am inspiring the people that are getting laid off. I am inspiring the people that are just mad about this AI and I have no idea what's going on. We have robotics and the government's talking about it and all this news is coming down. We have SpaceX IPOs, we have OpenAI and Elon are going back and forth. Sam Altman's and Elon are in a huge tug of war and a big lawsuit. And then you have Anthropic's going public, and then you have all these things that are happening, and oh my gosh, I have data centers, and they're taking up so much electricity and water. It's all true. It's all true. However, if you understand that this is necessary for the betterment of a decentralized area. Like, that was what Bitcoin was supposed to be. Referral links don't work currently. They should. That's weird. So the pivot is essentially about me. The councils, this is where we make our bread and butter, boys and girls. Okay? Uh-oh. What are we refreshing and getting this? What's going on? Oh, we got DDoT. There we go. All right, fix this. Okay, so what are the councils? This is what I recommend for everybody. The councils was a great idea that I saw on some woman's thing. She's using it for some weird purpose. And like, she was doing the video to make money off ad revenue from YouTube. That's not what I'm doing. The council essentially it's essentially a sun. This is the best way to say it. It's essentially a sun. It's like that. All right, come on, dude. What are you, nuts? You doing that live on stream? Get out of here. Apple's got to get their stuff together. I know Tim Cook's out, and he's been in there since, what's his name? But we got to get, so this is what a council is. It goes around to each different person who specializes in something. You have an orchestrator in the middle who essentially passes it along to each person. This is something I recommend for everyone. I have now a triathlon coach. The triathlon coach, so if I click on it, I go in here, my triathlon coach has a swim coach. It has a sleep coach, a swim coach, a bike coach, a run coach, and then it loads it all together with an orchestrator, and then it gives me my training plan, which is in personal and triathlon. So I have, this is not real, this is obviously, but each of these things up here is a coach who says, what is he biking today? What is he running today? Not a huge prompt, but a specialized prompt. I highly recommend everyone does that. That could be for anyone. It could be a financial coach. It could be a life coach. It could be a spiritual coach. It could be whatever. But I highly recommend everyone gets a council for everything. So the daily brief is essentially the newest council. The newest council does research, they write it, they link provide, they proofread, they've SEO, and then they produce it. What is going on in AI? And then they research it, they link it to other stories that have already been produced on my website. Boatenston is how we make our money. There's two parts to this, by the way, Boatenston. The first part is my latest feed going up by like 3 views a second. Well, that's not good then. Oh, you're right. Look at that. It's at 207. Boom. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fire that into here. Let's fire that into there. What are these other ones? Well, that's up and running, so we can get that out of the way. Let's click out of there, get that out of the way, get that out of the way. We need to do a deep dive into the views. The views feature on the feed, the main feed does not work. I want you to fix that so it is not to unique views, but total views. The thing is, if I'm refreshing, it might be pulling it in from the refresh. Okay, so the biggest thing is Boatenston.com. Charles, what are you building? What are you building, Charles? Charles, what are you building? Okay, let's go to Boatenston.com. All right. So you come in here and you say, I'm a coach. I'm looking to schedule something. I have a boutique flower shop. These are people who don't understand AI. They don't want to host it, but they want to save money on their business. And I highly recommend every single person that watches this video does this exact same thing. Go to your local personal trainer, your local florist, your local Italian restaurant, your local pizza shop, your local nail salon, and say, your website I can improve, and then you give them a mock-up right there live in person on your phone and say, oh, by the way, anyone that comes in, you can have a CRM. You can also build an email management. So that's what I was trying to build on the back end with the multi-tenant. So essentially the multi-tenant is going to work like this. There's two ideas around this. Okay? And then you have a big area like that. I got to bring in my iPad so it's better. You have multi-tenants. Each of these are tenants, which are businesses. And then this main area is when you click on this, their business or their build shows up. You click on this, their build or business shows up right here. This side is their menu option. This side is the sub menu of this page. So you have 3 areas of real estate. This is the main area right here. That's on the left side. Then on the right side, this is the best way to visualize it right here. This, because everything is about design right here. Perfect example. So you have, actually, let's go to settings. Here, no, not settings. Let's go to personal. Let's go to settings. There we go. Okay, so the left side is the main guide. These are all businesses right here. Then you have the sub menu of one of these guys. And then when I click on settings, you have a sub to this. Because this is the most important real estate on a page. It's not right and left, it's the center. So you have to design what you want to build around the user interface that is best for the user. All right, so we need to prop this up right here. This is what we need to do. We need to do let's close this down for now, design, implement. Okay, is that what I have right here? Implement, okay. Let's bypass permissions. Is there anything left within this build that is of highest and hardest priority? Okay, so this was my iCharles, this is my personal website. This is the multi-tenant, in other words, multiple people. It should be built at admin. It's not built at admin. Okay, let's see. Where is the UI of this? Okay. It's right here. Review. Okay. All right. So we're viewing this for the first time. Okay. So this is the projects. Not. Okay. So these are the people that I'm talking about. They have a build. Okay. So now they're doing it on the left side. Start a new project. So that's not a good. This should be like that. So this is essentially a product. Okay, so this is what we're gonna work on. And this is where the build diverges. You have the community right here. And I was thinking, anyone that's part of the community, by the way, this should be, let's go with that. Let's bring in a new chat, and we gotta get this out of here. 1 second. We gotta make sure that this goes over here. Let's put you right in the middle. Okay, so this is for my personal website, ship number 1. What's number 1? Homepage section, yes. Yes, the homepage looks like trash, but the way that I set it up, and I think the best way, also the menu does not reflect what we've built. Okay. Yes, do number 1. Also, the menu does not reflect what we've built. Make sure you work on that. What the heck? What kind of Mac whisper was that? It's overlapping the chat. It's overlapping the chat. There we go. Let's go right there. All right, let's ship number 1. So essentially the personal website is going to be on the 2 main areas of marketing. It's going to be on Instagram, because that could go viral easily. I don't like X, and I don't have TikTok, and I don't use LinkedIn, and I don't Kick and everything else. So it's going to be YouTube Vibe Coding Live every single weekday. Then it's a high IQ outfit. We're not going to have low IQs in here. All right. No low IQ. I also want you to work on the menu. Do number 1 and work on the menu. It does not reflect what we've built. It should be linking as a bookmark within the homepage. So what I've noticed, let's see if it comes out. Come on. All right, good. Send that. What I've noticed is that good websites, especially if look at this. This is the best example. If I go here and I go to show, by the way, this was from our boy from Australia comes in. So this is what we need to do. We need to inspire people on what I could build. What can I build? okay, you know what? I could build a CRM, solo real estate agent CRM. So this is obviously not ideal, not the best build, but we needed to build something so they have some kind of information. And then when you press how it works, it goes right to wherever it is. I like that. That should be a homepage. Why? I thought of this on Saturday. It should be a homepage where you're not linking to a page, because now you're dedicated to that page. You have to be on that page. Once you go from the homepage to a dedicated page, do you really go back, or do you click away? You go, oh, okay, but if you link within a bookmark, within the homepage, and you have different sections bookmarked to the title page, title menu, you can now scroll the whole web page, and you can click to it and you go down to it, and then you can scroll up or down. You go, oh wow, this is actually interesting. I didn't know that I can go to Botenstein.com. So in other words, this homepage, the menu options are going to be bookmarked to each section. By the way, this is sick, by the way, sick. Look at that. This is an overlay right here. I think that live is an overlay, is it not? Or is that YouTube? So essentially, anytime I'm live, this pops up. So people that then go on my website go, oh, he's live right now, and then tune in right then and there. I'm not gonna say it, but that's pretty damn brilliant. Except this button is, that's broken right there. I just noticed that. That's weird. That's the first time I've seen that broken. All right, let's go like that. You're going right in here. Well, unless I already have screenshots. What is that? Oh yeah, we got to hide some menu options that I built out. Whoops, close that down. All right, let's bring this down here so I could vibe code it. All right, go over there. Okay, that's that screenshot. That is not needed. Okay, so we'll take that screenshot away. All right, we'll do this. I want you to look at the screenshots and understand that the I, Charles, and the pivot. Actually, no, let's start it better than that. That was a bad one. I want you to look at the left main menu. The pivot should be a sub menu within I, Charles. Also add coaching to Chuck at the very, very bottom left. And the I, Charles, should be only for the administrator, me, and no one else. I also want you to make sure on the screenshot that the iCharles.com live button in the top navigation is working. Currently, it's not working. That is blinking red live anytime I'm actually live. It works on the homepage, but not on the actual top navigation area. All right, let's send that out. All right, so we got to focus right now, boys. We got to focus right now. Anyway, what have I missed the past week? You missed me having a meltdown live on Wednesday when my Claude code was not working. And for an hour, I tried to get it up and working, and then everyone's giving me all these ideas, and I understand that I can't use Claude Code Desktop because it was breaking. It wasn't doing playwrights, it wasn't doing Chrome Dev, MCP screenshots and reviewing it. It was breaking my Mac Studio, which then was making it restart, and I had a breakdown. I actually looked. You could see the full thing on Thursday, but Wednesday night I was like, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I should be doing this right now. Like you're 17 years into real estate. Everyone knows you as a real estate agent. You own your own brokerage. You haven't done a deal in months while you've been vibe coding and understanding coding. What in the heck are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Yeah, you know how to use your yapper, but what are you gonna make from this? How are you gonna make money from this? You know, my last video made 44 cents. How are you gonna make money from this? So, yeah, it was a full-on meltdown last week, but then I really hammered out this website. And essentially what this website is going to do is it's going to take an intake of someone. It's going to create it where something on the left side opens up, something slides out, it goes through Open Router in the background, it spins up using the council's Botenstein, uses this. So essentially it spins out over here. It can't use, so this goes live. And it's using just, unfortunately it can't really open the mock-up. A vibe coded check. So these all failed because it can't work on free models. And then I say, is it helpful, weak, or to promote it? And promote it means it goes on the Botenstein website. So this right here is a feature. Obviously I just added it yesterday. It's not good, but essentially once I click coach, it should be underlined and then it's a prompt. I click curious beginner. I click that and then a prompt goes in there. Something that I added yesterday was even though my cursor's in there, have it going in the background. These are people that have a business and they're spending money, and we are going to have a proposal for free using my money and my credit card in Open Router to spin up a mock-up. Are you saying also, yeah, you said before that let's see if this actually reload. Okay, so the pivot should be going into, unless it's doing that now. All right, let's bring this down right here. Okay, live video. Okay, so now they're saying that iCharles is better. Reload. Ew. I don't like that menu. That's way too crowded. Way too crowded. Way too crowded. Way too much going on right now. Wow. Visually, that looks like crap. I don't think we need community because we already have it there. Charity is a placeholder. That's a placeholder. I don't know what's going on with this ugly thing right here. That is ugly. And then it goes to that. And then you have two of the same story. No, you don't. Okay. Yeah, by the way, AI music is the future. Like Spotify. Someone's going to build an AI Spotify. Like, that's an idea right there. That's why, yeah, overtook you in points, buddy. That's an idea right there. That's $1 million idea right there. Build AI-generated music for your spin class, your gym class, for your gym, for your salon. So now you're not paying for Spotify. Brilliant idea right there. That could be a vibe-coded product right there. That could be a vibe-coded product right there. Okay, we need a lot on iCharles, but we also need to work on Botenstein.com. Okay, take a screenshot. Let's bring this into iCharles right here. All right, implemented. Let's go right here. We need to look at the homepage. The homepage visually is an absolute AI slop disaster. The coloration is terrible. They all look exactly the same. We need variance, and we also need to really highlight each of the different sections on the homepage. Also, the menu should say, or have it where it's not 2 rows for the pivot and daily brief. Adjust that and make sure it's mobile first, as well as looking at the daily brief did not produce a photo. It also needs to be written better. And also look at the pivot and what was produced. That was brutal on its writing. What else did I want? Oh yeah, the community. The community should not be. Also, the community in the middle part of the navigation should not be there because you already have it on the right side of the menu. There we go. Let's send that out. Yeah. Well, what's his name's been, why is this a thing? It's been here. He's been chirping away. You know what he did last week? He gave me this. He gave me this background. He built this background. This, very, very good idea. We need to, all right, let's get an open chat right here, boys. Okay. All right, so this is probably done, right? Multi-tenant. Okay, so now we got this. We got this. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so this is the question, and this is where I come in. When they fill this out on Botensten.com, before this was going to produce something that slides out and kind of gives a mock-up, whatever it is. I want a CRM, I'm a woman from Arizona, and I am a real estate agent. Build me a website and a CRM. And obviously, it's going to be a 3-minute AI slot build, but it might give her inspiration to start a brief. Once you start a brief, then you tell us about what you want to build. And the thing that I noticed is, do I want to build things by myself for people that I know as well? The pivot should not be like that. The pivot should be actually in there as a iCharles. Now, iCharles needs to be, I don't know why you do that. iCharles needs to be comments. Yeah, I wonder if this is admin to the community. What's the difference between this and... So you're saying this doesn't work? What about this doesn't work? By the way, it's funny too, because I was watching, what's his name? Forgot his name. Whatever. The guy that vibe codes, for his referral, he's paying 30% of it to a company. I'm like, vibe code that. Why would you give 30% away? That just doesn't make no sense. All right. I got to send a screenshot because this is what I'm thinking. There's one of two ways to go about this. I either have them fill it out from iCharles. Oh, that's weird. See that? The pivot kind of moves. I don't like that at all. Okay, so there's two ways to go about this. I build on behalf of these people. Oh, these are, okay. So there's two ways to go about this. It's sent to, the bids are sent to iCharles community members and they can bid on it. If they're selected, then they come over here. But I was thinking, if I'm building something for someone else, then I would want it like this. On the left side, this is how paperclip works. Paperclip essentially is, here you go. Let's, like this. Each of these on the left side is a company. And each of these are the exact same menu options. Obviously, they're doing it AI first, which I don't think that's the future. I don't think that's the future because you have no control over it. AI is just running AI and it's clearly going to deviate at one time. Like, yes, you could potentially put in guardrails, you could put in, monitors and things like that, but it's going to hallucinate. It's going to deviate. I downloaded it. I used it. I didn't see value in it because, like, am I saying there's no value in it? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is a completely AI-only company at one time is gonna go off the rails at one time because it's not at that point. Will it potentially come at that point? Yeah, maybe. Like when you try and sign up, the referral link gives you a 401. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. Charlie, you've been yapping. You've been yapping. Okay, the pit, no. We also got to work on this. Let's close this out. I got to think this out. Because all of these clients Huh. Yeah, this is all fake data, so don't worry about it. But I'm wondering how to do this. Should I go to the original idea where each of these is a project that someone is, someone within the community is building? I think that's the only way to do it. I think that's the only way to do it for right now. And then you do separate builds based on other people. That's the hard thing, is how do you build a Salesforce style architecture where you have an unlimited amount of CRMs and builds and businesses using the exact same code. Like, I'm a real estate agent here in New York City, I'm using Salesforce. I'm also renting office from someone who has multi-tenant offices in a huge major building, Class A building in New York City, who also uses Salesforce. Those are two totally different businesses. They're collecting subscription models. I'm a one-time fee. They're in commercial real estate. I'm in residential real estate. So, and then Salesforce uses Salesforce. So I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build out. So that's a bad user experience right there. I will send this out though, because if it's not working, then Igla, Igilna, was that the hockey player? Who's the hockey player from Canada? Man, I forgot his name. He was amazing, and he was physical too, which is great. You got pure goal scorer who's physical. Yeah, that's rare. All right, let's put the pivot inside iCharles. But when I click iCharles, it goes to the admin. Look at that. You see that? I click iCharles, it goes to the admin. But then I click the admin, and then I go back over here, which is the same menu. Huh. You know what? iCharles is its own menu option, because admin is the admin to the community. iCharles should not go to the admin menu on the right side. Okay. Let's do this. All right, and then we'll fix your sometimes it might not be right. Should not be loading the admin left menu page. Right now, it loads the iCharles page, but the right menu that comes on is the admin menu. Also, when I'm on the iCharles page, when I click it on the left navigation, the admin is highlighted. So we need to have iCharles menu option as a standalone page built out the exact same design menu on the right side. And on the right side, you're going to add the pivot on the right menu within the iCharles, along with the daily brief. Yeah, I think that's it for now. We'll do that. Okay. Where is the UI of this? Okay, so I already have that. All right, let's open this. Oh man. Over the weekend, I was thinking, I want to build people that I know and be paid for it. But then it's like, how do I manage that? Do I have that on their own Mac Mini and I SSH into it, which is going to be a pain in the butt? Or do I host it on my Mac Studio, which obviously has security risks, and I don't want to deal with that, but then I could easily code it. And I know that people are going to come to me and be like, Charles, can you build this? I know that's going to happen. So, yes, feed views is correct. Refresh the page and see what it's now at. Really? Is it still 5? Wow. Wonder why that's happening. Huh, fixed feed views. It says that it's done. This is still not fixed. You need to do an even deeper dive. It's now showing double the amount of views, so something is completely wrong with this. Also, to make sure that all views where they are recorded are actually working, whether that's individual videos, whether that's on the profile, whether that's in spaces on the left navigation, wherever there is the recording of views, it needs to be not unique views, but total views. And for whatever reason, it's doubling. If it is actually real, then we have a big problem on our hand, and we need to look into the security and safety to make sure that we don't have any bots or something exposed. Yeah, because that's the only way. If it's real, then there's some security risk. Something's happening. Okay, so they said that iCharles is better looking. Let's go to iCharles. They took out community. Okay, so now it looks a lot better. The menu looks a lot better. This should go to the exact area. Okay, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. Triathlon. There is a lot of space though. I don't like the space. And it also kind of looks the same. Faith doesn't go anywhere. Did they take that away? Oh no, they didn't. Yeah, I don't know what the heck that is about. That's ugly. Also, okay, charity. Oh, that's nice. I like that. So essentially I give 10% back to, let's see. I don't know what, where is it? This, 4 ways in. Okay, I don't know what this is about. That needs to go away. I need more windows open right now. I need way more windows. And then we'll bring in yours as well. We'll go up here. Uh-oh, I see the chat blowing up. I'll look at it in a second. This thing is ugly as sin right now. That needs to go away. Faith doesn't work as well. We'll go in there. There. This needs to be deleted. I don't know what the heck is going on. Also, there needs to be less space between each of the sections and a visual pass on how to improve this so it's not AI slop in design. And also the Faith menu option at the top does not link to that area on the homepage. There's many areas of my personal page. There's me as a developer, so the daily brief is going to be news, which I kicked, but I definitely want to have that because that's the hook. That's the hook. Then you have about me pivoting from real estate to AI coding, vibe coding, whatever you want to call that. Then you have me running triathlons, doing triathlons, faith, charity, pretty straightforward. I was thinking of putting that into one and call it like ministry or something. And then we have to promote, this also needs, that probably is sunset as well. That's probably going away. I also don't know if we are using this anymore, if this feature is legacy. If it is, delete it from the homepage. All right. Oh, I see. I can't join. What? What do you mean? Yeah, you sign up and you actually pay. Yeah, when you sign up, yeah, it's free. It's free right now. That might need fixing for signing up. Really? All right, let's go to Chrome. All right, let's go to iCharles. Well, I don't want to expose my email, so we'll go here. All right, let's do this email, send magic link. Oh, wow. Wow. That is major. Thank you. People couldn't even join. Huh. All right, we're gonna, oh crap. We got to look into that. That's major. That is major. Thank you for that. That's big. That's big. That's big. That's big. That's big. All right. Major issue right now. We have to look at why people cannot join. There's a 404 error when people put in their email to get a magic link. We are not using passwords. We're only doing magic links and then a 30-day cookie on their computer once they click the magic link. And obviously there's safety and security behind the magic link where it expires in the time in which we talked about in the past, which I think is 10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes. For me as a admin, it's less. I just heard my buzzer go off in the background. Somebody did something. OBS. Okay, so we can close out of that. We got so much going on right now. This is what I mean is when someone actually says, hey, listen, I need something built. I know I could build it for them because I have the business sense and the design eye and how to connect it for the user experience. So yeah, thank you for that. All right, so the multi-tenant, this is for my projects. You know what, let's go back to that. I'm just going to one-off build for people and then log into that area in which they see. I think that's the only way to do it. And then I have what I was thinking about yesterday is I tried to do it. I tried to brainstorm with AI yesterday and say, listen, if I'm using the same code, we're going to have an asset or a component library that we keep on using the same. So if I have a feed or a community or messaging or whatever, use that same code. There's no point in recoding this because I already, like debugged other code. By the way, if you haven't checked in a while, there are a few bugs. My boy's bugging it. All right. I haven't checked today, actually, but I have checked. I checked on Friday. All right, so we'll refresh. All right, it is still not, is that chat still just spinning wheels? Fix the feed views. Okay, so that's still going. The feed views is still going. That is the live button. The live button on iCharles should be working. Let's refresh. It shows that it's working now. Okay. I click on it. Okay, it goes to the video. Okay, good. So that works. So I can daily news synthesizer. Okay, so this is for the iCharles website. Fix the iCharles live button. All right, let's clear you right now. Let's fire up some bugs. Let's bypass permissions. Let's clean this up a little bit. Fix the spacing and nav links. Okay, so that was working on iCharles right now. Okay, so this I don't know, that's weird. We'll work on that another time. Okay, so that's okay, latest articles. I think that's a sunset product. Also, I don't like black. That's very 1990s. That doesn't look good. Also, yeah, I don't think we need this. This is open community. Yeah, I don't think we need any of this, actually. Let's put this in here. What are the other screenshot? Okay, that's the screenshot I just took. I don't know. Oh, it took 2 screenshots. That's weird. The 2 items that I have highlighted on the screenshot, I don't think we need any of these. They personally look terrible and are taking up a lot of space on the homepage. All right, let's send that out. All right, which one is this? Implement. All right, so this is getting up there. 38 context remains. Let's just close you out. I don't need you open. Thank you for your service. Remove unnecessary, fix layout, spacing, and nav. Let's close you. Actually, no, let's clear you. Let's reuse you. Fix the 404 error on joining. Which one? Magic link only, free sign up, kill the stripe gate, keep paywall. I want you to keep the paywall, but it's free for the first 50 people that sign up. The first 50 people, it's free. So the first 50 get a Stripe. Or they get, that's actually a good point. By the way, if you haven't checked a few bugs, I'll get to that in a second. So we're gonna have the Stripe paywall gateway, but the first 50 people that sign up get a magic link and are free. After the 50 members, then it's paying. I don't know why there's a, there we go. Let's remove that. All right, let's go over here. Okay. Right now, the homepage for the projects is not looking good. Also, when I click a project, then the left menu option pops up. That menu option should always be there. Also, what we're gonna be going towards is what we originally had, which is on Botensten.com. The people will fill out a brief, or they're inspired by the Hero AI Open Router mock-up, and they fill out a brief on whatever it is, and that goes to the interface of the community projects page, and members can bid on the proposals from the community. Make sure that's wired up into the community projects left navigation page. And then if they are selected, move over and share the same interface on Botensten.com while they build it out. And you're using the exact same code for many of the project management menu options at the top, like messages. We already have a great messages code for that. What else do we have? I am using Mac Whisper. It's good, but there is a delay. It's free, but there is a delay. And I don't know if I pay, I get it for less, but also I want to drop in, I built a mock-up, or I'm sorry, I built a markdown file, and the markdown file has a very good, it essentially explains exactly what I want. They fill out, all right, let's go, is it on website? Let's see if it's on website. My website document. So this, oh no, not website. So essentially they go to Botensten.com, here it is. Review this, see what else needs to get prioritized. Okay, let's send that out. All right, so we got some bugs. So essentially this is the thing that's gonna happen. Botensten.com, do we have it open? No, we don't. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. They fill this out, something slides out over here, which it does, but it is gonna break and it will give AI slop. Here we go. I sell real estate. I click this slides out. It's generating your idea. It's not gonna work because it's using free stuff, and it will produce this, which is crap. Once it produces this, they go, oh wow, holy cow, I can't believe it. I can have my own whatever. Then you start the proposal, which obviously that doesn't work. Start. They start the proposal. But when they click this right here, a real estate CRM that tracks leads from open houses and follows for 8 agents. That's very specific. So they click that, a council starts, whoops, a council starts right here. So you'll see that a council started for, and it says it's running. See how it's running in the background. And then a preview will appear. It obviously will fail because it's using free models. And Sonnet, which I don't think is a free model. I don't know why that's running. But that actually is weird because it ran and it produced something, but it still says it's running in the background. See how it's, if I refresh this, watch this. If I refresh this, me one and okay, so somebody just pinged that. So that goes through pending. It's running. And it goes through all of these specialized people. But the way that I want it is so good that someone says, holy crap, I want this. I actually want a spec. But what's weird is I need to talk. Okay, so right now it's going through the form as well that I just put, or the web page. Let's go into bugs. Let's see what's going on in the bugs. All right, let's go to bugs. Holy crap. Why is this a thing? Went absolutely ham. Absolutely ham. Bada bing bong. As seen on the screenshot, this should be an MP4 container, but it shows up as a broken image container. Oh, wow. That's weird. The images don't show up. That's weird. The bug has a bug. Huh. Clicking on it should pop out the image. Yeah. Oh, the bug has a bug. We'll say that's completed. That looks pretty easy. The sidebar. The sidebar navigation elements with the drop-down expanding feature have a bigger space between other elements than the regular one. Yes, I did notice that as well. Thank you for that. Add to the queue. There we go. Bobby Q, add to the to-do list. All right, so we'll send that out. Dude, you got to see the news. The news is absolutely bananas. Telling you right now, people, you got to get away from the news that has to do with something that is about division. There is so much division. I understand people are getting mad, everyone's emotional, everyone is helpless. There's job layoffs, there's AI, there's robotics, there's wars, there's financial stuff. It's just everyone is in a state of helplessness, hopelessness. I was on the train yesterday, guy was going up and down asking for money, and you can just see on people's faces, like, this guy doesn't get seen at all by anyone at any time. I saw a guy on the street when I was in Brooklyn, and guy was just sitting there by himself, and I'm like, we need to be a light to the people that are not seen. We got to be a light to the people that are hopeless, helpless, job layoffs, transitioning, whatever. All right, in mobile resolution, if the sidebar is not focused, the sidebar, yeah, I noticed that as well. That's a good one. Let's make sure that goes out. Add to the to-do. All right, so a lot of these, which is good, are timeline preview. In menu controls on hover in the timeline, a small preview of the video. Oh, by the way, Friday, huge. We got the videos up and running. If you haven't seen that, the moment that the video got up and running was like, the whole week was worth it. The whole week was worth it. The whole week was working on it. Actually, I want to do, because that's big. That's a big one. Add to do. Send that out. Okay, so this is on the magic link. All right. It's weird, this thinking model should have bigger text than just a /thinking. Diagnosed. This is expected behavior for the current code, not a 404 bug. Okay, the flow is, so a brand new visitor who types their email at login legitimately gets bounced. The system doesn't auto-create them because account creation is gated behind Stripe checkout. Two interpretations of we use magic links only. iTrolls paid, has annual, yes, it's paid. Which one? Magic link, free sign up, kill the Stripe gateway. No, I want you, oh, okay. What'd you do now? Oh, it's still going. Okay, that was a while ago. Whoops. That's going too. Oh, we got a bunch of chat still going. We are firing up the tokens today, boys. All right. What is it saying? What's live and committed? First 50 members get a free Magic Link access, no stripe, flag with a partial index, creating 7 founding, 43 spots left. Okay, if under 50 inserts, okay. Verified. So you should be able to get in now. You should be able to get in. You think I should try it first? Let's see if let's go. Actually, no. I should actually try through my email because it said that. All right, we'll trust that gets open. Go join the community. Tell me if it's a 404 error. Because we got to refresh this. This is still in that stupid menu. Okay, the pivot, daily brief. Create a daily brief. This should pop up to, okay. All right. This needs better user experience, by the way. That is just absolutely, I don't know what's up with these freaking fonts. These fonts are absolute trash. I'm gonna tell them that because these fonts lately have been absolute trash. They're just way too big and they're ugly. I don't know what the heck just happened. I don't know what these fonts are on the pop-up modal, but they need to be banned permanently from anything in the future. Lately, you've been giving me just the ugliest fonts that are unprofessional and are extremely outdated. This font and whatever font is on the pop-up modal needs to be banned and needs to be in alignment with the right menu option style. And also the pop-up modal is on the left side and not centered. It has to be 50% from all areas, left, right, down, up, and center. I already said that like twice. All right, let's send that out. So essentially on the daily brief, what I do is I put in a bunch of stories and then it generates a brief. And if it's on the weekend, then it does it automatically. Yeah, like that is trash. Synthesized post. Yeah, like even this. Whoa, tracks. What are we doing? What was that? Going crazy over there. You liking all these posts? And then the pivot should be out of the left menu. Let's go. And it should be only for the admin, by the way. Add to the to-do list to take the pivot out of the left nav and make sure that the Charles is only available to the admin. Okay. So that's out. Charles goes to that. Okay, good. I like that. Coaching can probably go into Chuck because we're not doing that right now. We are not doing that right now. Let's go here. Let's go there. All right, let's go there. Add coaching to the bottom left Chuck menu that is expanded as well. What else should be added there? You think projects? No, projects is for people. All right, let's go with, what was this guy doing? Remove unnecessary homepage stuff. All right. You know what? Let's review that. That's actually that's a good point. Let's go to iCharles. Let's refresh. Let's go over here. Let's go to the homepage. Okay, so charity's gonna be cool. I like that. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be what I already do, but I wanna go on a bigger level. Like, I don't know what the heck the government of New York City is doing. Ooh, I like this. This is really nice, actually. That's nice. Yeah, this is the first thing they land on. What do we do here? Let's fire this up. This is the first thing that people land on. What about this would you recommend And also the video on the right, I really like it, but when it is not live, we need to fill that space with either the code coming from, or the text coming from the left and then center it. How do we have this where people are intrigued to scroll? Yeah. Refresh the bugs page, ASAP, high risk bug. Whoa! All right. High risk bug. Let's clear the chat. We got a high risk bug. Coming in from the ER. All right, bugs. Every time somebody likes their own post or someone else's feed, 1 point allows spamming of points. Wow. Wonder why it came up a lot of times. And let's go to bypass permissions. Let's go working on that. Community post in mobile. Yeah, in the mobile, it looks like absolute. I got to do a mobile run. Also, why not be able to post short 5-minute? Yeah, videos. Like what would you post in the video? Or what would you post in the feed? Add to the to-do. Like what would you post in there? Inside the leaderboard on the monthly history tab, it only shows one person and the rest are JS. Just saying. I got my internet speak. All right. Let's add that in there. I got my internet speak. Community feed. Clicking on images should pop out the image as a modal window with background blare, not open replies. Oh. Huh. I wish a video, you mean this under 5-minute video? 5 meg video? Huh. All right. Let's go with this. And we'll find out about. I also want you to think about adding in 5 megabyte videos to the main community page. What are your thoughts on that? Also, when you click on, as it says above, a image, it should pop out, blur the background, and not expand replies. You know why it expands replies? That's the only thing about the dictation, is it takes too long. And this should be all, come on, let's all get the same size. Let's go with equality here. Let's go with equality. Equity, we need equity right here. Okay, there we go. All right. Remove unnecessary. Okay, we got to not go over the news right now, but we need to go over working on. Okay, so let's the inner field. Yeah, so that didn't even, we'll say completed, because I think we did that already. Okay, so here's the trade-off. Okay, looking at that. The problem I see, big dead zone at the top. No scroll. Okay, what I would ship. This is from iCharles. When live, keep the split exactly as it is. The embed is the whole point. When offline, collapse to a single centered, okay, prompt the. I wonder if we bring the Botenston.com hero as a onto the iCharles. Okay, trade-off. Centering when, you know what I should do? Is maybe when I'm off air, do I bring in, that's an interesting idea. Okay, I'll write that down. Bring the Botenston.com hero to iCharles. There we go. All right. What is this one? Video display. Okay, so adding 5 meg videos to the main community feed. Quick thoughts on the trade-offs. No implementation yet. Want your green light first. For the bug uploader already accepts up to 8 megs? No, that should be 5. The plumbing magic bites sniffing. What? Storage growth 5 megs. An active feed scales fast. Bug uploads are bound. People don't spam report. Okay. Bandwidth on the Cloudflare tunnel. Right now, everything routes through your home tunnel. Concurrent autoplays feed. Autoplays the feed. Image moderation, one thing. Videos are 30 seconds of what did they actually do. My recommendation, ship it, but as a bounded feature, gated behind a per member data quota. Daily quota. Oh, okay, I like that. Well, we're not doing free and paid. We're only doing paid, but right now it's obviously free. Yeah, let's go with a 3 video posts per day. But if you're a member, that applies for all members. We're not doing free and paid. We're just doing if you're a member of the community, as well as it should be 5 megs and not 8 megs for the bugs. And yes, do the autoplay on the scroll. Trying to sign up still gives an error 505. Really? Also, you need to look up why we are still getting an error when people are trying to sign up for the community. The biggest thing is having a limit of 50. The first 50 people are free. Then after the first 50, then they are paid. So there has to be some kind of Stripe integration and notes with Stripe that, yes, they are added into Stripe, but they are in perpetuity free. Don't remove the Stripe gate, but incorporate the first 50 are free. All right. Wow. You have 5 bugs or 5 agents going? Okay. This is iCharles. It's saying add a soft scroll. Okay. Okay. I don't like that. That's fine. Instagram isn't. It's just way too much. Way too much. And this, yeah. This is just, that also should have been gone. What is going on, dude? Yeah, this is just, okay. We need like a complete visual pass on this. This is brutal. I already sent this out. All right, let's do this. There is so much room between each other. Okay, we need to have a heart-to-heart right now. There is an extreme amount of space between each of the segments on the homepage. Also, I have a screenshot of something that should be probably deleted because we're not using it anymore. If we're not using it anymore, delete it off the homepage. Also, there is an area or a button below each section that says to see more. So if it's the triathlon, to see more about the triathlon, that is in a awful positioning, taking up huge amounts of real estate, and is not even a great call to action when it comes to visualization. I need you to do a complete visual pass on just the homepage because it needs to be buttoned up, tightened up. The news also has a awful background to the news stories. They all look roughly the same when in fact they should be different sections. So as the user scrolls, they see not the same thing. It's a very boring with no variety. That's how you do it, boys. You just got to go in there and, you know, get into line, AI. AI. Oh, we got no active bugs? Are we bug free? All right, finally the pivot is out of there. Goals for today. Woo, we got a lot. That should be like this. Not carry over. Okay. Screenshot. All right, we got to work on Boatenston.com because I want that up and running. I want that up and running. I want people to daily brief modal. Okay, that was on the, okay, good. Let's see. Hi, Charles. This still needs to be cleaned up. Too much real estate up here being wasted. Pivot. Too much real estate. Okay, let's see what the, it says, iCharles editor, this is what, May 3rd, this is yesterday. iCharles editor clean take, testing AI without filler words. I tested the iCharles editor on a stripped down script to see if, all right, I don't know what the heck this is. Test setup. What? What other, is there? Okay, that's just absolute insanity right there. Absolute insanity right there. Absolute insanity. All right, where are you? You got to get into line right now. Why is it bringing in both of the, that's weird. It brings in two screenshots every time. That's weird. Oh, because it took it in. Look at the feed, trying to give you, look at the feed. Uh-oh. We need to look at the pivot and update the prompt to make it so it's actually helpful, and making sure that the council in which runs this, do I actually have a council around the pivot? Councils 3. The daily brief, I don't. Okay, you know what? We got to create a council. We got to create a council. We got to create a council. That's what we're going to do. We need to look at the pivot and update. There we go. We need to create a council around it under the open router free. And what I want you to do is study the other councils and how they work, and make sure that we create one that makes sense for the pivot. Uh-oh, we got an imposter. We got an imposter. We got our first imposter. Kick him out. Ban his IP address. Just want to make sure nobody messaged. I saw your listing. Dude, people are desperate. All right. Let's go to latest. What? What are you talking about? Who is this imposter website? iCharles Phones. Oh, that's funny. iCharles Phones. Oh boy, that's funny. That gets a like. We got to repost this. Oh, the repost doesn't work. Come on now. Popular. All right. Well, thank you for posting that, because now this is for the multi-tenant agency. All right. Now we got to get back into business, boys. We got to get back into business. Let's refresh. This needs to be fixed right there. Nope, we don't need to sign in. Let's go with the, here we go, dashboard. We got an imposter. Dude, you got to see the news. News is absolutely, okay. Now we're getting somewhere, boys. Now we're getting somewhere, boys. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Excuse me. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, boys. I don't know about that. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We are going to do each of these potentially is, how are we gonna do this? Each of those is a person, and then each of those people at the top have clients. Oh, each of those people, okay. Okay. All right, we're doing a pivot. We're doing a pivot. The left side is gonna be people that are approved to build. Then the right side is all of the projects. And then the top is going to be the menu option that you see, brief, bids, messages, deliverables. You think that's the best way to do it? So they go to Boatenston.com, they like the proposal, they fill out a proposal, it goes to the iCharles members area, they bid on it, it's selected, then comes back to Boatenston where they build it out, and this is the project management part. And I can have my own clients as well, where you have your own back end on their own website, hosted. Okay, that's it, boys. That's it, boys. I'm gonna force anyone that works with me to get a Mac Mini. You think that's the best way to do it? Okay. All right, we're gonna do a pivot. We're gonna do a pivot. What is it saying? Okay. End-to-end demo. Next hard thing whenever you want. Per the what's not yet built, the actual missing pipeline track. Prototype, make this a real conversation endpoint into a run that. Got it. All right, boys. All right, boys. Let's get after it. Let's get after it. I think I'm gonna do that now. Yeah. The reason being is I have an $18,000 setup. I refuse to get a Mac. Well, when you have an $18,000 setup, then I think you're cooking with grease. You're not even cooking with you got your own. So essentially you come here, this is, and then you have the right side is all of the clients, and then the top is going to be all of these, and then for the client sees none of this. They see their projects, and then each of the projects. Okay, I like that. We're going with it. We're going with it. All right, let's screenshot this. I know the context is running out, but you already know what the heck I'm talking about. All right, let's go in here. We got to delete the second one. Yeah. All right, let's go over here. All right, so this is what we're going to do, boys. This is what we're going to do. We're going to set up the menu options as follows. The left side is all going to be approved community members. That is going to be all approved community members. Then each of the approved community members, when I click on it, will have their projects in a right menu. The right menu is going to be stylized exactly how the menu in the iCharles community personal right menu is stylized. Then when you click on each of the projects from the right side, the top navigation is going to be brief, bids, messages, deliverables, etc. That's going to be at the top navigation. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, so this one is, all right, let's move this back up. All right, fix the modal positioning. Oh, I didn't even attach it, whatever. Add coaching to the bottom. Okay, so Charles in the community should have been, all right, what are we doing? Come on, what are we doing? Coaching is not in the bottom. Unless you're not done yet. Did you not commit? Oh, you're still going. Let's see, this one is the fix the broken video display. Community feed. Okay, so now we have a community feed with 5 megs. All right, we're gonna clear that because that's a soft feature that we just added. Someone's like, are you committing anything? Are you committing? Dude, every chat is a commit. All right, let's go with this. We need a heart-to-heart. Okay, done. It said it updated Charles. Let's see what it did. This should have been gone. Yeah, we got to tighten this up. Tighten this up. Also, what the hell is this? No cursing, Charles. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. Let's go there. What is this? What is this AI slop right here? What is this AI slop right here? What is this? We need to have the options where you can sign up for all of those email lists to be in the back end for the user. If the user is not a community member, then they just see their profile and the ability to subscribe or unsubscribe from those lists. Remember, all of those are different subscriptions, so we need to handle it as such. When we're sending out emails, make sure there is a managed subscription and unsubscribe at the bottom. Make sure that they are working. I have an inbox in my community personal area menu option that you can test this to make sure that when you send the email through Resend API, that the unsubscribe and manage is there. So when they, unless they don't become a member. Oh, no. No, they don't. Let's erase that. Let's erase that. Your points on the top left says 1,200, but you actually have, yeah, it rounds up real tracks. Come on now. Are you trying to beat me in points? Is that why? You're trying to beat me in points? I'm always going to be the points leader. If you look at this screenshot, you'll notice that there is an area people can subscribe to. Personally, I think this is a bad user interface or experience when they're scrolling through because they don't know what they're potentially signing up for. We need to have it where each of the emails that are sent out on any of those 5 options or however many options there are, they have an unsubscribe and a managed subscription at the bottom of each email. They are obviously very small in font, but they are there on every email. When they click unsubscribe, make sure that it works. And then when they click manage subscriptions, make sure that all of the options for all the emails that we have also work. This is probably through a randomized token system per person that actually signs up for emails. This also should not be on the homepage. This should be either on the back end or when they are managing their subscription on that page. They're not members, but when they click manage subscription, you'll know that person based on that email is subscribed to whatever they are subscribed to, and they can subscribe from all of them or unsubscribe from all of them. I have trying to beat you in points. Oh, you're just saying? You're just saying? All right, boys. All right, we got an open chat here. We got an open chat here, boys. Man, I was on fire on Friday. Okay, restructuring the client dashboard. The personas become the approved community members themselves. Each becomes a separate member record. Each member owns one project. No, this is what it's going to be. The ones that you've created are the actual clients. So the best way to do it is use me as the only approved member on the left side. And then on the right menu, those are each of the clients that want something built on the right side menu. When I click on that, each of the clients on the right side, and by clients, I mean they are not community members. They are clients who want something built, are on the right menu option. And then at the top, they all share the same styling at the top. When a client logs in, you know what? It's the project. It's the project name. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a better idea to do it. It's a project name. It's not the client, because the client could have multiple ones. And then when the client logs in, they'll see the project name. That's a better interface. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. The people on the left are actually people who want projects built. The left menu option is just going to be me as the administrator, as the only person that is approved to build. The right side is going to be the project name, the name of the project. The right menu options are going to be the name of the project. And then at the top navigation is what I mentioned before in the previous prompt. When the client logs in, all those three that you see right there are all three clients. They have a project name, which is going to be about 3 to 4 letters, if not less, 2 to 3 words, I should say, 2 to 3 words. And when they log in, they also see the same thing, except they don't see the left navigation and they just see their own projects. And they share the same interface as the actual community builder. So there are 3 permissions that we are building. 1, me as the administrator can see all that the client and the community member who's building it can see. When the community member goes into this interface, they see just the projects that they are building on the right navigation, just what they are building that they were approved for on the right navigation. When the client logs in, they see just the projects in which they are approved for and ready to build. I don't know if I like that, but we'll send it. I don't know if I like that. It should be the left menu, right? Should be the left menu. And then I can log in. It should be the left menu. I can easily change that. That's not a big deal. Yeah. It's better as a user to have the left menu as the projects. And then we can even move the bidding over there as well to Botenstein.com. But then they're outside of the community area. Maybe we just have the projects that, or the proposals go in to the interface and then they go over to Botenstein.com. I don't know how to build that. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. Which one is this? Fix the architecture from the Daily Brief Triathlon Coach. Okay. So apparently, what I built, architecture mirrored. Okay. So this is what apparently was built. This should be also going away, hopefully. Okay, that hasn't gone away yet. Let's go here, refresh, and go to iTrolls? No, go to personal, go to settings, go to councils. All right, the Daily Brief. Wow, okay. Daily Brief ran 6 minutes ago. The pivot ran 6 minutes ago. Let's see what the pivot got. Okay, so let's go to iCharles. Let's go to Daily Brief. Let's go to refresh. May 3rd, but it didn't bring in an image. May 4th. May 3rd. May 4th. Oh. That's weird. Yeah, that's slop, but why is it only one news story? And why is it only from The Verge? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Discover. By the way, the amount of money that's being shelled around at the highest levels is wild. Like, look at this. They have an S1 prospectus, and they are confirming that their target valuation upon IPO is going to be $1.7 trillion. An IPO at $1.7 trillion, $1.75 trillion. They're going to almost double the last record-breaking IPO of trying to raise $75 billion. That's insane. And then it's tied to, I think, 7 trillion. I forgot what it was. It was like his pay package is tied to like a 7 trillion evaluation. Like, these numbers are just, NVIDIA says, CEO says China market share fell from 95% to 0. Jensen Huang blames U.S. export controls, calling the policy shift a backfire as it fills the gap. Wow. All right. You know what we're gonna do? This is what we need to do. We're gonna go and we need to update the prompts or to be like this. And it was just using like 2 websites. All right, so that's gonna be over there. Let's scroll down. So essentially we're just gonna be doing, unless we just go away with it, I don't know. We might just go away with it. We'll see. You think we should just go away with this? Let's go topics. I thought it was more like this. No, that's weird. I don't know. Apollo closes fund at $1.9 billion, dude. Oh, dude, it's crazy. I want you to look at the screenshots and update the council router when it comes to the daily brief. We are currently only doing 1 daily brief when there should be 4 to 5 stories that are produced that are the top stories based on many of the options for today that I've screenshot. Use that as inspiration when creating daily briefs in the future. All right, man. I'll see you later. See you later, Real Tracks. See you later, Real Tracks. I'm at 1,200, by the way. I'm at 1,200. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be better. I could have had better sleep last night. But we show up. Here we go. Okay, so it said I want you to run a daily brief trial mirrored from there. Okay, so I want you to run one for today on the pivot so I can see what the output is. And if you don't think the output is good, then do what's needed to update the console. All right, here we go. Let's send that out. And I'm very close to bringing in Botenston.com. And so this is the personal page. We also need to work on, okay, so that's going. We need some open chats, boys. We need some open chats. All right, what is this guy doing? That was the points duplication. All right, so that should be good. Let's clear you. Now we need to work on, this also should be gone. That's still working, okay. We need to work on Botenston.com. Yeah, look at that. Let's refresh, something happened, something broke in there. It's not the same size. I like this as a hero. I don't like that font. We need to go through fonts, like a better font. Let's add that in here. And then we're gonna drag this down. And we are going to, for Botenston.com, the way that the churning of the RUA is still centered. I want that on the alignment of the left part of the generate ideas modal, and each time a new job comes in, it pushes the RUA to the left, and it just doesn't look good. It should not be centered. What needs to happen is each of the jobs that come in are actually going out to the right and not using center as the alignment. The center should be for what's in the generate area where it gives ideas. Also, the font for have an idea, need inspiration, what is in the generate ideas modal, and the prompts all need to be updated. Yeah, it will not understand what I'm saying there. It will not understand what I'm saying there. Botenston.com. Botenston.com. Okay, it understood. It understood. Yeah, it's not gonna know. Essentially what needs to happen is this needs to be centered. This text needs to be better. This cannot move. See, that's center right now. Also, this is just, maybe this should be on the left side and on the right side. No, that'd be too much. That also should be even, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It should be 5 and 5. Also for the prompts, it should be 5 and 5. 5 on one row, 5 on another row. And I have a boutique, doesn't make any sense in the prompts. I lead ops, also not a good prompt. We need to update what's in the pop-up modal and in the prompt to be much better. Also, the RUA should have a underline, so people, when they mouse over it, can put the prompt within the ideas hero area. I need a better way to explain that. Much better way to explain that, because it probably has no idea what I'm talking about. I also want to build a page that, I think I just want to get away from the news. Should I get away from, yeah, because that's just, Like, it has to have an image. It's got to look good. I have no control over it. I don't know. And by the news, I mean, not this, the Daily Brief. Maybe the pivot should be the only thing that is created. I think that's it. Because once you start going with news, Daily Brief, that's pretty good though. It's May 3rd though. May 3rd. Image, Pentagon AI deals reveal classified partnerships with OpenAI, Google, and NVIDIA. All right, so that's good. Banksy attributed statue overnight appears in central London. All briefs. How does that page look? That came in twice, so that's something to note. It should have the image too. Let's see, which one is it? Fix modal, update council, remove unnecessary homepage, so we'll go here. That's working on the website. Let's go down here. The brief page should also bring in the image that was created. Make sure each image is the same size. The image is relevant to the story. The image is appropriate. And when you click on the brief page, it should be aesthetically more pleasing and inviting than this, including not having a massive 3-row hero at the top. It should start with that day's brief with the image, the title, and a couple of sentences. It should look more professional and sort of like how a news website does it. Why would you add subscribe to the top? What? Why'd you add subscribe to the top? What a dumb thing to do. Why would you add subscribe to the top? And then you have 2 right there in a row. Why would you add subscribe to the top? All right. Come on now. Also, why would you add subscribe to the top navigation? That's a pretty dumb move. And at the bottom, it says stay in the loop. And then you have get the iCharles Digest. I kind of like the way that stay in the loop is. Instead of get the iCharles Digest. Also, there's 2 on the same homepage, so remove the get the iCharles Digest. Then remove that whole row. Then put stay in the loop as the footer, or at the bottom of each page as the footer. And then have that small line, horizontal line, before the bottom menu options. You know what I'm thinking of doing? I think I might just get rid of the Daily Brief. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Because really, you're taking away from like what iCharles or Botenston.com is about. Yeah, like, are you doing visual passes? Like this thing, no, it needs, wow. Wow, I don't know what you're doing. Don't tell me you shipped that or committed that. I don't care if you did, but come on now. All right, so this is for the council. All right, let's bring this up here. This is for the council. The council essentially is right here. Let's refresh it. Should be better. Daily Brief, the pivot. That ran 2 minutes ago. It's running. That was manual. Okay, so it said that it created, let's see, all pivots. Yeah, no, that's not correct. You didn't committed that. This matches the Apple News layout in your screenshot. Oh, that's for the daily brief. Okay. So the daily brief is this. And then if they want more, you go to the daily brief. Yeah, I don't know what it's talking about. This matches the Apple News layout. This matches the Apple News layout in your screenshot. One clear hero plus 3 supporting. I need you to be taking photos after every time that you commit something or before you commit it, because what you're doing is committing and saying you're doing something without actually taking screenshots. So you need to go through, use the Chrome Dev MCP tool and go through and make sure that when you code, you are screenshotting and looking at what you're coding, because right now you're saying something that you're not actually doing. You're saying you're committing these things and they look the same on my end. Unless you have to restart the server, I don't know. But ain't no AI slop happening. All right, let's go over here, bring this down. All right, let's go, let's take this URL. All right, so this is a big build today, boys. This is a big build. Wow. Okay. All right. So okay. Signed in as that. So you essentially go to, no, see, that's bad. All of this needs to be up here in the top navigation. And does that scroll? Okay. Okay, so the projects. Okay. Should be designed better. And this needs to be in the top navigation. I told that in that prompt. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes Claude is on point, and then there's today. I didn't even take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, dude. All right. We need major updating of this. Major updating. Next hard things. Cross-host. Okay. Do all of the hardest items next in the order in which you recommend, and also make sure that the navigation, I told you this in the previous prompt, the navigation that is horizontal needs to be going into the top navigation. That is precious real estate that we need to, on the page, that we need to add into the top navigation. I just said the same thing twice. Oh boy. Waiting on the council acknowledges while we wait. Right call for you. I've committed without a screenshot. Yeah. Is that not in the memory file? Is that not in the Claude file that you take screenshots? Yeah. Make sure that it's in the memory and Claude markdown files, that you do a visual pass of what you created so it's not AI slop. Add it if it's not there. Why would you do that? It literally said it did something and did not do it. Okay, cool. Well, take a screenshot then. Prove to yourself that you did it. That's where we're at, buddy. All right, why are you putting me all the way at the top of the chat? Come on now, get down here. Queued a wake up for 4.5 minutes from now, okay. This guy's doing an MCP pass. Fix alignment and font. Yes, so this is, want me to commit this. Let's see what it looks like. Botenson.com, let's see. Reload. It's better. It's cleaner. This needs to be central, though. This needs to be center. Let's add that in there. The text that goes back and forth needs to be centered. And again, the revolving text needs to be on the left side. And the text needs to be that revolves. In other words, RUA is stagnant. The thing that switches, the jobs that switch and flip, those need to go right to left. I'm sorry, left to right, and not have the RU move. I don't think it's going to understand what the heck I'm talking about there. But sorry if I am not chatting. I'm just at work listening to you. I love this stuff. I am glad that I found your live stream. Thank you, JP Stafford, John Paul. Very Catholic name right there. Do you care that Apollo closed its fund? Dude, just going over this news, I'm just going to go over this real quick while this is going on in the background, because Spirit Airlines went out of business. Okay, so that's a lot of people. That's a lot of money. You can say whatever you want about Spirit and everything else. If an airline goes out of business, regardless of what you think about it, that's a huge amount of people that rely on, you're talking about jobs at the airport, the airports, the staff, the airlines, the pilots, the destinations in which it flew. You know, of course, there's all these like, oh, here's the craziest things that happen at Spirit. Yeah, but these people are now out of a job. You have 116,000 people that got laid off in tech. Those are smart individuals. Those are people that are not loading luggage. By the way, in the future, those are all robots. So what are we doing with those people? I've said it before, we're gonna have 1/3 of the people that are on UBI, 1/3 that are working for UBI's universal basic income. You have 1/3 that are working at a job they don't like, but it pays. And then you have 1/3 that are creators. Those are lowercase c creators. Content creators, business creators, solo entrepreneurs. They're making 6 figures. They're enjoying life, or obviously more, and they're enjoying life. They're like, listen, I'm free. I am not beholden to the system. I used to work at IBM, and I don't want to be there anymore. IBM opens its logistics network to all businesses. Anthropic nears $1 billion in AI venture with Blackstone. We don't like that, but we have no way to get away from Goldman and Blackstone. Goldman says that Japan can intervene 30 more times before a $35 billion yen operation. By the way, I don't know what's going on with Japan in the future, but they are not having children. Italy's not having children. Italy's like 1.14 or something, and you need 2.1. Japan, I literally thought of this 5 years ago when I was looking up the statistics before people started talking about it, including Elon. I was like, I don't know if Japan's gonna be around. You might have like Tokyo, but you're not gonna have like the middle of the country. Japan is gonna be like mostly vacant, kind of like how China is, and the United States. United States, regardless of what you say, is mainly land. People are just really centralized in major cities, and then sub-cities, and then towns, and then that's it. Who cares about the redesign? Israel warns CEO, anyone could be warned that the AI-powered cyber attacks are going to outpace human defenses. AI is going to be defending against AI. It's kind of like AI checks people's work at schools because humans cannot detect it. We're at that point. It's what it comes down to. AI is going to have to protect AI. GameStop launches 56. This is a smart move. It's a very smart move. It's a very, very smart move. The Marketplaces, secondary marketplaces are going to expand. They are going to expand. People are going to be buying secondhand computers, secondhand electronics, secondhand phones, secondhand anything. People are not going to be buying new. I can't see Apple expanding at its current pace based on how expensive things are going to become when it comes to chips. You think you're going to launch a $2,000 iPhone after you just launched a $3,500, $4,000, thing that goes over your eyeballs, and you sunset that, and then you're like, you know what? I'm going to launch a $2,000 iPhone. No, that's not going to be picked up. Why? By the way, why? Their newest computer, was it their computer? The Neo or Nemo or whatever it's called, Neo, is selling like hotcakes. You have the Apple chip on, it's like a Chrome. The Chrome, cheap. And by the way, isn't the Air only like $600, $700? It's at $1,100. The Air is at $1,100. Holy cow! I was way off on pricing. That's a good move by GameStop. This is what I'm talking about. The hidden tax is inflation. The hidden tax is gas prices going up. The hidden tax is government expansion. The hidden tax is people that are just burdening the system by not being healthy or by not working or not being productive. And we are inclined to do that. We are created to be lazy. That's why we have to deny ourselves and put the only thing we were created to do, which is labor. That's it. The only thing we have is your talent, your labor. That's it. And is your labor being put in the right place? Is your labor being put in the right focus area? And I think this is the greatest time to literally do whatever you want. Whatever you want. You can vibe code. You can build your app. You can save. You don't even need to build an app that makes money. You just, I spend $15, $20 a month for Spotify I'm going to build my own AI music. I spend Squarespace $20 a month. I'm going to build my own website on my Mac Mini and keep it there. Now you own it, and it's a permanent server that you own. I spend money for, doesn't matter, whatever. I'm going to build it. Use OBS, and I'm going to build it, and now I have something that's very close to StreamYard. Is it going to be as good as StreamYard? No. But you're also not spending $50 a month for StreamYard. That's what it comes down to, or $75, whatever they put their prices to, because servers are so expensive. This is crazy. This is going to happen all over the place, and beyond what's going on in Iran. But travel to Europe, travel to the Caribbean, travel to South America, Mexico, travel in general, I personally think is going to it's not going to be as crazy. People do not have fun at the pace in which they used to have fun. I used to go to dinners every month with my buddies. I don't anymore. I used to go to dinners with my brother and his friends probably 4 times a year. We haven't gone in years. People just don't have fun anymore. And then they don't travel. There's no like guys trips, girls trips. There's this is going to be, and then oil goes up, so then travel goes up. Oil goes up, so then hotels go up. Oil goes up, so food goes up. So you're just compounding this. That's what some guy said in a viral YouTube video about Vegas. Vegas is going to go out of business. It's not going to go out of business where it's going to stop being a city because gambling is so wild and everyone goes there internationally and it's a wealthy man's city. But what Vegas was known as was me in college going to Vegas because it was cheap and I could stay anywhere and whatever. People just are not going to go. Why am I going to go to Vegas? It's just degeneracy, And as degeneracy goes away, Walmart developing a $25 Gemini smart speaker. I'm telling you right now, the electronics industry is going to get some very interesting Met Gala snubs among Bezos boycott. Nobody cares about celebrities. I heard someone at work talking about the Met Gala. I was like, that is the dumbest thing to be putting your attention to right now. Do you understand that your job is at jeopardy in the next 12 months? And you're caring about the Met Gala? I'd be looking at, what the heck am I going to do when AI replaces me? What it is. Call it what it is. Everyone in anything is currently at risk. There was a startup that I covered last week where the guys just are going to book about 1.5, or no, it was a Series C round that they just took on. And what they do is they go to people that are high net worth individuals, that their minimum salary is $1.5 million. We're talking about surgeons and high-end lawyers and things like that. And they go to them and they say, code yourself to replace you. So if you think a $1.5 million surgeon, $1.5 million lawyer isn't replaceable, law is the next thing that's going to be replaced. Law. And there's a lot of lawyers out there. They said it on the Moonshots podcast. The Moonshots podcast talked about it. Law is the next thing. Law and health are the next things that AI is going to tackle. You put my blood results with the doctor, or you put it against AI. You put the attorney who knows every single brief and case ever at any time as my robotic attorney. So now it's AI versus AI. But then now we're getting to truth. What is the truth? Are we going after feelings and emotions? Because that's how attorneys sway juries or judges. Can you just replace the judge now? You know? I got my first ticket ever. Well, not ever, but I don't own a car. And I was driving my sister's car. And the inspection was up and everything else. Like, that job is going to be completely automated. Like, why does a person need to go to the car and scan everyone's ticket? They have that in a central database. They see that it hasn't been updated. You get a ticket. Or maybe you're going to do it and you just haven't gotten caught. Like, the government is going to be crushed. Zuckerberg says that Meta tracks staff because they're smarter than contractors. Yeah, every single company is going to track their staff, their keys, their strokes on the keyboard, their mouse movements. He just says it right here. He says the quiet part outside. Mouse movement, clicks, keystrokes, periodic screenshots. Think about that. Think about that. That's crazy. Your mouse movements, taking periodic screenshots. Jensen Wang said that you're going to be 1 times the amount of tokens as your pay. So not only are you going to get paid $250,000, you're also going to get 250,000 tokens, and you have to use the tokens. We're judging you if you use less tokens. Energy is the future. Energy is the future. I would put lot of intelligence towards energy, because compute right now is just exploding. The energy needed to run these servers, these data centers, the databases, the memory is like, that's why, was it Intel just skyrocketed? They doubled their stock price this year to date. Bill Ackman doubles down on stocks as S&P 500 hits records. S&P is going to be totally just replaced. Not replaced, but the companies that are in there now are not going to be the companies in 4 years, 5 years. I think in 5 years, it's going to be just 3 styles. One is going to be energy. 2 is going to be the physical hardware for data centers and whatnot. Look what it was before. It used to be car makers. If we have automated cars, we have robotic taxis. Ford said it doesn't know what it's going to do in the future. It might go out of business. So all this is up at risk. BBC finds Grok chat fueled delusional That's what I mean. You can't have an AI company. It's just going to go delusional. Buffett, still kicking. My boy's 95 and he's still delivering warnings. You guys see how much cash he has. Said it right here. He's sitting on 200 and something billion dollars of cash, or something astronomical. It didn't even say. It said it in the brief. At that point, like, is that what life is about? You're going every day just accumulating cash. Are you going to bring that to the afterlife? No. Atlantic reporter created 100. Yeah, deepfake is just going to go. Palantir, can't wait till they give us their earnings. And here it is, 113,000 laid off. 113,000. Where are they going to work? What are they going to do? That's where we come in. You got to build what you need and want in life. That's what it comes down to. You want AI? Here it is. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to the vibes. Let's get back to the vibes. All right. Let's see. I got a little, there we go. AI, here it is. All right. All right. I was just watching myself in the background, making sure we were still live. All right, let's close that. Let's close this. Let's close that. All right, so okay, good. Okay, this is what I was looking for. But then you mouse over it, and then you get that. That's not good. I think that was Botenston.com, yeah. I'm in marketing, I own a restaurant, I plan events, I run an agency, I teach online, I shoot photos. What? I sell real estate, I'm a content creator, I'm in marketing, I have a startup, I'm a coach. Do you even need this at the top? No, you don't. You don't even need that. Got an idea. This is the... Let's go. All right. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay. I'm going to bring this down here. What I want you to do is remove the top navigation and the sign in. Move to the bottom menu footer and have the hero as the first thing that is on the website. Also, the RUA has a weird mouse over. When I mouse over it, all of the text is underlined. What I want you to do is make the font color a darker blue. I also want not dark blue, but like a middle hue blue, so it pops and is colorful. And the generate button on the hero needs to have a much better pop. The RU is not underlined, but each of the ideas are underlined. And we need to center the RU, but not where the text comes in after the RU. Because what was happening is all of it was centered, but I want the RUA to be centered, and then each of the items that pop up are left to right alignment. So the RUA does not move. All right, let's do that. I also want you to take a screenshot of the actual generate modal and have an idea and need an inspiration, need to pop more with color, and the text within the modal that is centered and goes back and forth also needs to pop more with color. Yeah, this thing needs to Also, I got to work on the actual text as well. Oh, whoops. Let's go down. Visual pass. That was the unnecessary homepage. All right, let's clear that. It's over here. Update the console router. I'm thinking of taking away the news on iCharles. I'm thinking of taking away because that. Oh wow. Okay, that looks good. That looks much better. The image didn't come in. But that's good. That's good. All right, let's see what the homepage looks like. They look exactly the same. Oh no, it got rid of that. Crap. Oh. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's take a screenshot of the footer. And then let's add you into here. Bypass permissions. Let's go. This is the footer on iCharles.com. I want you to not have stay in the loop under that background. I want it to be within a horizontal pill style with color gradation that pops, and then have the background of the footer to be the horizontal gray line that is above content and community. But the stay in the loop is on every page. I don't think it's going to understand what I just said there. That was poo. That wasn't a good one. Yeah, they're all like the same. They're all the same. Let's zoom out. Yeah, so look at that. That's all the same. That is all the same. We need variety in the way that is designed right there. Also add to the to-do list that every single one of the homepage items are exactly the same pill style. If that is in the design markdown file, remove it, because I like the color gradation, but as you can see from the screenshot, it looks exactly the same, and that is not a good user experience. We need much more variety. And by variety, I don't mean different pill colors. I just need variety in the way each of the sections are designed so they don't look exactly the same. All right, let's send that out. I'm ready to, all right, this is Botenston.com. Okay, so this is Botenston.com. Let's make this bigger. Let's minimize. All right, here we go, Botenston.com. This is the back end. Let's refresh it. Ooh, that's good. That's clean. That's clean. Request the build. Okay, so that's what a client sees, right? Okay. Okay, so that's a home page. Is the home page, it says pending, and then you have active contracts. How do I design this? We need a better design. All right, I'm gonna What's left from the recommendation list? Cross-host admin, okay. Yeah, also I need you to see what you're looking at here. Let's take, actually, I have a very good prompt, which is, where's the prompt? Is it on websites? Is it on websites? Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right, let's put this right in here. Project name. So now the question is, when someone signs up and they want a project, the client creates a brief, start a new project. Yeah, those are the same. And this should all be up here. So this is what I would see if I was an approved builder. I wonder how this works. So you go in there, you have the brief, and then people bid on it. And then you have the messages, deliverables, no activity yet, settings, project name. Yeah. Okay, my projects. Okay, so we need really a differentiation now that I'm thinking about it. We need to have a bidding area and then projects. I wonder how we can do that. I wonder how we can do that. A bidding area, so you have proposals, then you have accepted proposals, so that's a different interface than, and then in the, okay, they'll have report a bug. Okay. What was this one? Fixed modal and font. Queued a wake. That was a while ago. Continue. All right, update the council for daily brief. Okay, the images did not show. Let's see what the pivot did. Let's refresh. Yeah, it's weird. It said it ran, but I don't see it. It said it ran twice. And there we go. Let's refresh that. Let's go to the pivot. iCharles, editor, all pivots. May 3rd. Wow. Okay, that's a way too out of control right there. I'm talking about colorful. That thing is popping right now. I don't know if I should even be. I don't even know. Yeah, we won't work on this just yet. We'll give it a couple of days on the pivot. I want to work on the Boatenston back end and front end because this is where the dough is going to be made. Oh, that's clean, dude. That's clean, dude. That's clean. Then we could probably take this out. That doesn't even need to be there. Showcase can even be removed as well. Come on. Why are you not going into that? All right, let's go. And then, yeah, the color gradation goes right into, there we go. Let's move this down. I want you to remove this Charles reviews every brief row, this whole thing, and have the hero section have the smooth color gradation go into the showcase area without a horizontal differentiation in color. I want there to be a smooth from top into showcase color gradation. Also, have the things we've shipped on the same row instead of two different rows. All right, let's send that out. I wonder if we also remove this. Describe it. Yeah. We gotta make sense of this. Whoops. Just doing that to this page. Make it larger. Okay, there we go. This is what I need to make smaller. This looks like absolute dumpster fire right here. Let's go with this. This is just pure slop right there. Let's put this down into the chat. We need a monumental upgrade of this area at the bottom of the Boatenston.com page. These two sections make absolutely no sense to the user. What we have to talk about is the inspiration of people that anything could get built, and also an easy animation or images or illustration of how this works. Maybe in a 4-step circular arrow, or anything that you're thinking about that easily can show the people what you are or what we do. All right, let's send it out. My prompts today are absolute awfulness. Awfulness. All right, let's see. All right, just want to make sure I didn't get a text. All right. All right, let's make this bigger. All right, let's go over here. These colors need to be different. This needs to be like a blue. I also said this needs to be a better blue. Does that paste? Yes. Okay, good. Need inspiration. I like that. Nope, that should be blue. That should be the starting blue. I like that. Ooh, the box is blue too. Yeah, I want that blue in the RUA area. I want the blue that is for the need inspiration to be whatever is highlighted. So it starts on have an idea. That blue is on the have an idea. If it's not highlighted, then it goes to the other color that you have there. And then suggest ideas need to be that same blue as well, with a color gradation that you actually do. And then the RUA needs to be a slightly darker blue than what's in the buttons to make sure that it pops, and have the RUA studio owner, podcaster, etc. Those jobs is highlighted, not the RUA, but whatever jobs are popping up needs to be highlighted. And we need to figure out a better way to design the prompt pills. Like, I have a startup, I am in marketing, I'm a content creator, because right now they're very small and uninviting. Maybe there's something Unless we move the RUA to the top. Don't do it right now, but maybe that's a way to invite people to see the inspiration or to fill out what their idea is. All right, let's send that out. Let's send that out. Let's send that out. All right. So I think we need to focus on boatinston.com right now. So essentially you have the back end, and there's going to be two parts of the back end. Let's see if this is the updated. Yeah, it is. Okay. All right. So we're not going to focus on that. This is the old one. This is the new one. So there's really two parts. There's the bidding part, the bidding area, and then there is the project management area. And the bidding area was supposed to be for community members, and it lives in community members, or we separate it out. I think we're going to separate it out. Because if you have projects, here are your projects. Yeah. But then if someone creates a project, it's in here. Request to build is probably okay. Oh, wow. You know what I could do is move that over to, you know what? We can maybe have this on the my personal website instead, because I need people to be inspired on the personal side, on my personal website. So essentially, I think I might just get rid of the daily brief. It does look good though. It does look good. Dude, this is absolute. Make it colorful. It like literally includes every color. All right, take it easy. Take it easy. We don't need to include every color in the rainbow. Let's see. Daily brief. Let's see, when I click on it, image doesn't pop up. Did a good job on summarization. Let's see. Okay, so that's nice. I don't know if I should even focus on this on the website, because I want them to join the community. Maybe up here it's, because there was other items that I wanted to run. I want them to join the community or fill out a brief. I think we need to just send a couple of agents out on that. Send a couple of agents on that. Okay. Let's just clear a couple of these so I get back in order again. Okay, so that's running. This is updating the council, which the council, let's go to iCharles Community. Councils under settings. The councils. Okay, so the councils, the pivot running. So it's currently running right now. Okay, confidence, running in progress. Preview will appear. Okay. Wow. It's manually running. That's weird. Let's go to councils. Okay, so the triathlon coach, that's coach for me, triathlon. Boatinston.com is the one that's probably gonna be paid. That's gonna be on a paid open router plan, and it's like 65 cents a run. And then the pivot is essentially me pivoting from real estate into vibe coding, creating. Then the daily brief is taking all of the news articles for that day and, okay, so this is it. knows results. So no, waiting for, I won't claim the change is verified until I've screenshot an actual 4 to 5 story brief rendered in that. Right now it isn't. Okay, so then you need to do that. Let's copy this prompt. You need results. And then this is, yeah, this is a ugly footer. I can't believe you even passed this and told me to look at it. Look at this footer. That is absolute trash. Absolute trash. And it needs to be outside of the footer, like I said, or at least, should it be white at the bottom? Let's see. Let's put that into here. What I want you to do is redesign the color gradation for people to subscribe. That is absolute trash. You need to go to a much more gradual color that stands out, and it's only one color. And it's going from medium light to a little bit more darker. Then in the footer, that is outside of the actual footer. In other words, it has a white background, but it is on every page. The footer itself, where the links are, has a color gradation starting from the footer area that goes from white to a little bit blue in the background. And it's very gradual, so users understand that they're getting to the bottom of the page. We'll see what it does there. See what it does. I need to split up this on Botenston.com. I need to split it up. In other words, they fill out a brief that's different because that's bids. And right now, if you go here, it's both. You have a brief, you have the bids, messages, deliverables, activities, settings, clients. This doesn't even need to be there. So I need a dedicated chat for that. I think it's running. Yeah, this one right here is running. This one is the councils. Redesign the footer. So that's the footer on iCharles. And then this is the font on the Botenston.com. All right, so once this is done, what I want to do is take a screenshot of this. Also, you should be able to get on a call. That should be in there. Wow, the context window is getting up there. All right, so that's going to commit, and then we're going to get rid of that. We're going to go back to the main page. This is absolute trash right here. You also have a top menu button or menu item that, needs to be better. You're taking up valuable real estate for that. All right, so let's bring this down here. Let me think about what we're going to do. We'll have to let this guy finally settle. All right, so that's committing. Let's see what this fella's doing. That's still working. Okay, it committed, continue. Why did you stop halfway in your to-do list? Come on now. All right, let's bring this all the way to the bottom. All right, so that was the font on Botenston.com. I think we'll clear you for now, clear you. And now, let's do this. For the projects area on Botenston.com, which is screenshotted, and it is Botenston.com/projects/me, we need to divvy up the main projects page, this one right here that I just mentioned, that URL, where we have 3 different permissions based on the user. The first one is the client that actually submitted the project. You have the person that's actually building the project, and then you have me, who is the administrator. Essentially, I have access to both of what they see. They have only access to what they are in charge of. There's really two major portions of Botensten.com. You have the requesting a build or starting a project portion, which is someone who puts in a proposal, and the client puts in a proposal, and then you have the builder bid on it on the proposal. They could go back and forth, message back and forth. And then the second part is the client actually accepting a proposal or a bid from a builder, and then now they are now in a working relationship together. So there's two interfaces. The first one is the bidding interface, and then you have the project management interface when they're together working together. Right now, those are joined together, as you can see from the screenshot. We need to break that apart. Also break apart the projects area to have what is actually bids and proposals and what is actually projects. There are many features in the actual top navigation bar of the individual project that we already have features coded for in the community area of iCharles.com. Two of them are the chat code, which we already have. So wire that up into here where the people can chat with each other. It's the exact same window. And obviously the person who's a community member can see that within the iCharles.com area, and that's based on per user. Maybe the chat area is outside of the project. Maybe even the chat area is outside of each individual project, unless you think it should be in both the outside of the project area and inside each individual project as well. There's also, when you start a project, there are two features in the iCharles community area called feature request and report bug. Both of those need to be within the project management once a proposal is accepted and they're in a working relationship together. Use that exact same code. Obviously, the permissions are whatever the client has submitted. They only see those projects. And then whatever the community member, whoever the builder is, they only see their projects as well. All right, let's send that out. Wow, that was a big one. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh boy. There was so much to go with Botensten.com. Oh wow. See, it's even talking about right here. Real deal, client first builder messaging surface. Builder logout, switch back to admin. All right, so I might need to give that document to, yeah, this is the document right here. Projects, iCharles. So you have an idea. Okay, there you go. Read that. Read that. Okay, so the client and the builder. Okay, so they're saying you have three new websites. Let's see. That I don't want to do right now. Let's see what the client does. Let's see what the client sees. Unless they committed something different. Yeah, no, that's the same thing I just did. So essentially what needs to happen is brief bids messages remain. Deliverables is when you're working together. Activity is when you're working together. Settings doesn't need to be there. Clients don't need to be there, and bookings don't need to be there. So essentially what happens, there's two ways to start a project. They come in here, they get inspired by, oh, that's much, much better. This should be a different color though, these buttons. I wish that was, okay. All right, so that's better. Anything you can describe will build. Describe, plain English, a sentence is enough. We match it with 3 to 5 vetted builders. You build it, you ship it. Your ideal built right with you. Your idea built right with you. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. That's something small. It's a better website than what we had. We'll say that. Obviously, we still have to do a little bit. I don't like the way the user is going to be going down the journey, but I do like that there is no navigation bar anymore. There was a navigation bar the whole time. This also should flow better right here. And this still doesn't pop. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've been working on that for a while. All right, let's go there. Let's see, redesign the footer. Okay, so they're saying that I, Charles, is different. They're saying that I, Charles, is different. I, Charles, let's see. So this is new. I added this over the weekend. I like that. I wonder if the live, I added, that's probably an overlay actually. Let's see. Yeah, see, like these, it's the same style. Okay, that's better. This is just a replacement. Yeah, no, that's way too much text. Way too much text. There you go. There you go. Much better, but it's still, it should be a light blue into this style blue. I like how there's a shadow though too. All right, so the home page is getting much better. This is really a placeholder. Much better for that. Latest from the channels, obviously. There's nothing from Instagram. Nothing from and then Boatenston. So we need to bring something over from here that we're working on. Let's see. This could even be brought over to iCharles. Unless we, this could be incorporated up here. Yeah, this should be incorporated up here. Got an idea? Maybe it's in between. Got an idea? Are you a, yeah. Let's see how that looks. All right, so let's send that one out. Nothing is showing on the Instagram. Also, how do we make the Boatenston Enterprises pop even more? And we need to make a clear differentiation between the Daily Brief and the Pivot, because they look exactly the same, just different colors. So the Daily Brief is essentially the top 4 or 5 news stories in AI around that realm that I choose from Perplexity Discover, which is an amazing feature I highly recommend. Stand by for the council. All right, so this is, oh, this is the big build right here. Okay, so now we're gonna do major restructuring. I like how it has the thinking thing. What you're asking for is mostly UI restructuring, not new backend. The screenshot shows the current state. Renders both the accepting and post, exactly. Yeah. Also, you could be able to get on a call, and then that schedules a call as well. Schedule a call? Yeah, because then that uses LiveKit, which I have an API key to. Let's see. My recommendation is C. Okay, let's see what it's saying. 2 top-level sections in the existing list. Page keeps one list, but groups it as proposals, bids, active projects. One URL, 2 visual buckets, okay? 2 separate pages with same as B, but different URL shapes for the detail pages too. I don't understand the difference. Projects. Same, oh, it's the same URL, but it depends if it is my recommendation is C. It makes the URL itself carry the lifestyle state, which is the cleanest for permissions. Yes, I like that too. That's a good idea. It's a very good idea, actually. So essentially, it's the same URL, and it's just going to a different phase or a different interface, but it's the same URL. Instead of different URLs, different interfaces. That's very good. And it read that document. So really, yeah, we need to close this one out because we're beyond that. Let's close that out. All right, boys and girls, I think I'm gonna leave it here for today. I am hungry, I'm thirsty. My energy is waning because I did not get the greatest of all sleep. So I will be back tomorrow every weekday. Share, subscribe. It's gonna be amazing what we're building this week. We had an amazing 2 Fridays ago into last week. We ended the week amazing. Today, iffy, but we made great progress on exactly what the vision is. And by the end of tomorrow, or by the end of today, it's gonna be elite. All right, boys and girls, see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day, week,